November 28, 2019. This is issue 995 of the Omega Communications Transmissions, coming to you through the Omega portal from the beings existing in the station of light. So again, it's time to prepare yourself to receive, to open your mind, relax your body, and allow this little time to travel into the greater dimensions. You are here already. It seems as if an aspect of you, that which we refer to as your light body consciousness self, exists and is waiting for your conscious self to be connected into this state of existence, of experience. And this is how we begin this session today, brought to you by Lani. I am Lani speaking. Let us welcome you into this space, beloved. Or I'm addressing you. You are surrounded in this space, as indeed you connect with other aspects of you that is recognized as an energy being. And therefore, you are conscious of every other aspect that you have existed as. In this moment, all is one, and the oneness we refer to connects into source energy. So this is the greatness that we acknowledge you to be. As you experience the energy you are surrounded in here, there again is adjustments happening for the process to help you engage all of this greatness into all that you are, so that you become the vessel of light yourself existing in the earth plane. The light itself has purpose. Central source energy has purpose, and you recognize that because you were part of that purpose in your original state of an individual being. This is why we refer to this many times in different ways, to assist you to be fully recognizing that aspect of you. The support systems are very strong around you. Do you recognize that? You may have moments when you realize you have achieved more than you expected to be able to achieve in many of your activities during the days, and that assistance becomes stronger when you realize you can access the sufficient energy provided already there for you to recognize and to utilize within you. You have inbuilt within you, inherent within you, a course, a pathway, and the experiences needed to assist you with your presence as a mission, as an active agent of the energy systems. You support many others. And the connection you have at the present time, we remind you again, is that known as the Starfield matrix. We are within that matrix of connection, of intersections throughout time, and yet at specific intersections of the dimensional realities, they appear in certain constructs and recognition as time. Time is a word that is used to identify certain moments of experience, as well as measuring definite terms of the turning of the planet, of seasons, of adjustments. But recognise that you connect in to these different aspects of time through these Starfield metric connections. There are nodes which access the different intersecting portals, and information can come through those portals through the communication nodes within that matrix. So we are expanding your comprehension of this, and it expands your sense of reality, and it also restores you into that original aspect of creation, your original essence. Already you will be experiencing this as a flow of energy passing through you into all of the matrix nodes and connections within your energy system. You could appear to be an energy system, perhaps enclosed in an energy outline as your human form. As you recognise this, you will be perceiving changes occurring in the energy passageways and the connections. This is part of the process of helping you to shift your perspective into one of a different dimensional being. You might consider yourself to be a third dimensional being, which is often described as the human form, and yet your consciousness, your energy field, has a different description. There is no particular relevance to identify levels in terms of number. We identify you as connecting into different dimensional aspects within this holistic matrix which exists throughout all of creation. Now, bringing your attention and your sense into a different aspect of this, there is the sense, and you may be observing activity in different spaces in the station. And it is where beings such as you can enter into transport systems, into transportation spheres, to observe the constructs and the activities and evolution in many different spaces, in different areas separate from planet Earth. You may also experience being in a transportation sphere where you are observing different areas of existence continuously engaged in planet Earth existence. Now, we are referring to beings who have moved into different dimensional existences, and they can only be observed from a higher aspect of existence. And in this case, this is how you are observing these existences. There are many beings living life in these different dimensional spheres of Earth. These are not defined as future or past lifetimes. These are continuously existing. And there are many of you who catch glimpses of these, in particular when we open the portal to allow you to go into the crystalline light city dimensions. These are coexisting with your current existence. It is part of your individual process that you may move into some of these energetic spheres of existence, and it is known to you in a higher state of consciousness already. There is no sense of being good enough or being evolved enough. It is not determined in such levels of perception or description. It is simply a process that you are engaged in already, which draws you to resonate into many of these different spheres of activity. What assists that process is a level of your pureness of intention, of the level of your joy, your happiness of how you are existing. It all is part of that resonating frequency, which is recognised by the intersecting nodes of the Starfield matrix described, and that also helps you resonate and move into the different spheres of existence. So you are aware that many beings perceive existence as one of a perpetual fighting to preserve a state of existence. Others are in a state of enjoyment, peace, expansive level of coexistence with higher states, dimensional existences. So somewhere within all of this, you resonate with the precise level, and it is always a level that lifts you up. This is part of the shift, the ascension process you are actively engaged in. Right from the time of your birth time into your current life pattern, you were actively engaged in that process. As part of this, energy is moving through your natural life journey, where you have processed many experiences. We are again reconnecting you back to the pureness of your one intention, to clear everything which had become entangled in your energy matrix that was not part of the pureness of your intention. So with this, we bring you back into the state of being aware of your presence here in the assembly area, which is a transition space within the station of light. You are able to access many patterns, codes, life energy systems in the space to assist you in your physical process. Do this now. Absorb the pureness, absorb everything that you need to assist you in your ongoing living process. You would also be aware that from a higher aspect of you existing here, all of this is very natural to you. And this higher aspect of you merges into your conscious memory and state, you'll be aware there is a filtration process as part of what you are experiencing now, a clearing, a cleansing of that which is not needed now for you, so that you return to your body form, strengthened, cleansed. This is a process that happens naturally when you merge into the state of connection into the station of light here. From a very high level of perception, you initiated this aspect of the station of light for you, this part of the transition activity available to all. For a moment now, envelop this pureness which you are receiving and surrounded in, and surround it around your planet and all of the satellites, everything which is surrounding your planet. From your pureness of intention and joy, now, this is when I withdraw from you in this station, in this aspect, until we are drawn together again. Aura out. This is Laini speaking again. Thank you, Aurum, for this expansion on many levels. It's very interesting indeed to experience that. And for the affirmation of each of us as already fulfilling our purpose and being active in the process of ascension. Thank you. Now, everybody, it's time to reconnect back with your physical aspect. Remember, you are now enhanced. You are firmly connected and cleared as part of the Starfield matrix. And you will have experienced much more in this inner experience than what was described verbally to you. You had your own individual realizations as part of the session. So I thank you for being part of this presentation. Do make sure now that you are fully connected into time as we measure it. This brings you into alignment fully with all aspects of your higher self into your current existence. So important at this time. Thank you. So I end this session through the Omega Communications portal. Keep listening to this and keep an eye out for the next session, which there may be a delay in bringing it to you due to circumstances, but more will come. Thank you. I close this session now. With thanks to Karen at Extra Dimensional Art for her image presentation of Aurum.